Hello, everyone. I'm Crenshaw with Eden, here together with some of the speakers at Rivus DAO. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, sure. So I'll go first. Hey, everybody. Thanks for having us. I'm Nero. I've been a part of the Rivus team since day one. And yeah, we appreciate you guys having us on here and excited to be here.
Yeah, and it's Seven here. Also been a part. We're one of the me and Nero are essentially the community reps for Rivus. We are excited to be here as well. But yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the team, Nero? So just so that everyone listening in um, from Crenshaw's side can get a little bit better understanding of uh, about the team and who we are.
hmm
Yeah, for sure. So I guess a brief intro to Rivus DAO and who we are. Yeah, so we're a team of native Web3 founders who have explored various facets of the liquid staking ecosystem. Um, Our key engineers have contributed to projects like P-Stake, among others, while our core contributors have been involved in multi-million market cap dApps. Um, Collective mission revolves around enhancing the utility of AI-based digital assets across all native AI layer one blockchains.
hmm
Um, yeah, that's about what RoseDAO is and who we are.
hmm Okay.
Anything?
Yeah, I think you covered like just a brief, really intro of like where it is, and we're happy to continue on with the interview if there's any more questions. And let's keep going.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, for anybody who's not aware of what it is that you guys sort of do on your end at the Rivus DAO, what exactly is like the functionality of the service that you're providing?
All right, I'll take that. So for those of you that don't know, essentially what really Rivus is, we're really a liquid staking platform, and we're focused on. And I don't know if anyone ever, just in and what our liquid staking platform that's like really focused on increasing the utility and yield
hmm
generated like AI tokens in the space, and we do this through our what we call Rivus staked assets,
hmm
which refer to as RS assets throughout the call. An example of this, for instance, is going to be like what we are offering R right now. It's RS Tau,
hmm
and I think many users on the Ethereum blockchain, they want like one of RS Tau. Many users on the Ethereum blockchain, they want exposure to Tau,
hmm
BitTensor, without bridging over really to the Tau ecosystem.
hmm
And the issue with that really is that like wrap wrap Tau holders, the native the Tau on Ethereum, will not receive really that yield
hmm
that get if you're holding Tau on native Tau,
Yeah.
really. And we essentially what Rivus does is we provide that yield through our liquid staking RS Tau token.
hmm
Now, this token it provides liquid staked yield, and our goal is to really expand this to other AI based ecosystems and build out more RS assets.
hmm
And essentially for Rivus, by introducing more of these RS assets, we can like increase the utilization and stickiness of each of these AI tokens,
hmm
since we're allowing by creating an RS asset, allowing them to be used in other DeFi protocols. So we help the users really earn additional yield, and then through that and through them staking their RS assets, will
hmm
help them stabilize the token price of each of these projects that we build off onto.
Okay, so it's kind of a huge accessibility portal in some ways. You're giving people who either because they don't want to move their asset or for any reason sort of want to stick to one chain, you're giving them accessibility to other projects that they might feel really good or passionate about, but can't actively access without, branching onto a different chain themselves. So they can do it through you instead.
Yeah, and some of these chains they don't like holding, like as I mentioned, holding wrap towel
Mm-hmm.
on its own essentially offers no yield, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then you don't get the ability to stake, and it opens up additional um, opportunities that you can do with a liquid staking token as
Mm-hmm.
well. So it's giving you the liquid staking token yield and allowing you to participate in potential, like for instance, lending protocols in the future with
Mm-hmm.
the RS asset token, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. And so you spoke about obviously some of these projects that people want to get involved in. What is it realistically that attracts yourselves to particular projects? So obviously, right now you're involved with BitTensor and you're involved with commune-ai. So what sort of aspects of these projects are you looking at that are attracting you to them to offer these opportunities?
Right. So I think I can take that one. So basically, we're mainly focused on working with AI tokens mainly. Yeah, so tokens with a native yield like commune-ai or BitTensor.
Mm-hmm.
We are looking at future products also like Netmind and Zero One as well. We also work with AI that have no yield. However, the opportunity there for them would be to offer up FTV in exchange for additional holders via a liquid staking pool that we can develop for them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, what we want to be able to help projects stabilize their asset pools and token prices by offering novel ways for these projects to utilize their tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so most of these are like proof of work and proof of stake assets mainly on their native blockchains, and we want to help them by getting additional liquidity and accessibility for providing providing the RS assets outside of their native blockchains,
Mm-hmm.
where that's where protocol will be stepping in. Yeah.
Okay. And so is the goal to look at, obviously you mentioned two potential new projects that you're looking at. So is the main goal to just like look at many, many more projects, or are you going to prioritizing increasing the caps on existing projects or?
Well, yeah. So we were focusing on AI, native AI layer ones first.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to scale horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we are going to look at other, blockchains like I think there's, I think Netmind and Zero One as well,
Mm-hmm.
like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, I think horizontal scaling is very important for us and increasing TVL as well,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can expand.
Okay, so the sort of the primary goal right now is that horizontal as opposed to massively increasing the caps that are already available of the assets that you are supporting. You're kind of looking more to branch into additional pathways.
Yes, I believe
Mm-hmm.
not only just branching out to additional pathways, because I
Mm-hmm.
think once you reach out to, I'd say, these additional pathways, it opens up
Mm-hmm.
more rooms and access to their individual communities as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can, if we're able to scale out and get open up those doorways, then it opens up their communities, and that's why we're also looking at when we take on new projects. A sense of strong community that they'll be able to willing to work with us and participate within the Rivus ecosystem as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I understand. And so, if that's sort of like the future goal, do you have anything to talk about the immediate next steps that you're looking at as a group?
Yeah, but I think first, I guess that's our future goal. But we're really looking on focusing on uh, targeting the top 10 AI based tokens on, for instance, Coin Market Cap
Mm-hmm.
or CoinGecko. So that's what we're really once we essentially gain a larger TVL, I think
Mm-hmm.
we can slowly offer Rivus token incentives to help grow AI ecosystems, and then build out additional DeFi based dApps.
Mm-hmm.
But and I think in a potential, I'd say medium term range, we really looking to build out some bridges to each of those native ecosystems
Mm-hmm.
because I think each of those will really provide some additional inflows and inflow of assets, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
to our partner ecosystems.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a sense, we're looking to also provide value to them at the same time, right? Like we can drive adoption to their chain
Mm-hmm.
by essentially opening up the bridge, and whether they have DApps or they're mainly focused on advancing AI and using like their token as a medium of transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we can probably assure that like these protocols are not going to be alienated just from their RS asset, and they'll always
Mm-hmm.
be able to access like their main holder base just by working really with us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in the medium term. I think we're also really, I guess, looking to build out some individual ISO pools
Mm-hmm.
for Rivus token to help decide on which token we should, which is the next token that we should allow on the platform.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
that those ISO pools will help us people vote and decide on what's the next AI tokens that people are that we should be bringing on board, and then
Mhm.
that ultimately is really going to grow. I think the protocol revenues of Rivus.
Yeah, I
Um,
think
and
it's a great
then
process,
Mhm.
sort of allowing the people that you're already bringing in from these native environments, and then allowing them to sort of direct the flow. It sort of keeps this flow of community moving, and means any project that is involved with you guys is sort of gaining exposure from each and every different environment that you yourselves are exposed to. So it's sort of not only are you giving people like functional usage for their assets on different chains, but you're also giving them sort of like far-reaching and branching out ways of bringing more people into their own ecosystems.
Absolutely, that's really the goal. Like we're trying to help build out all the entire AI ecosystems as well, and bring them on board Rivus and having them utilize us as the liquid staking
Mm-hmm.
token solution, then that's we see that as a huge service to the space. And I think in the future we're also looking to really establish, I think, a protocol wide revenue share based off
Mm-hmm.
our a Rivus token. Really, it's probably like a going to be a KYC enabled version
Mm-hmm.
uh, of the Rivus token that enables users that stake Rivus um, to earn a portion of the yield that Rivus earns through the protocol. So then that's really going to increase the utility of Rivus, and as long as it's also going to making a KYC helps remain compliant to our legal
Mm-hmm.
and listing requirements that we're looking pursuing at in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you meant so. Just to really summarize, I think really what the immediate next steps
Mm-hmm.
of the project. I think just to really boil it down, like to really we're really trying to build out more additional R Rivers staked assets.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna also really like build out the Rivers Bridge for the RS assets to their additional ecosystem, so to help bring in more TVL. Thirdly, bring in the ISO pools to enable single side staking pool for Rivers holders, and then four, b- add up that create that protocol revenue rev share model that I just recently discussed. So, a lot of things in the pipeline. I think we're really excited for really what's to come with in the future. It's just teams focused on building heavily at this point, right?
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's already incredible so far, and looking at what's coming down the pipeline and just massively increasing again, it sort of seems like there's this very big focus on accessibility and giving people options and movement. Sort of like allowing water to flow through as many different channels as possible, which is really, really good to see. But in that vein, what is there that people who are supporters of the Rivers DAO, what is it that they can do to help support um, what you're providing to them?
Yeah, so I think I can hop in here. Yeah, so we have, I think at this point, yeah, like I've mentioned, we are building heavily at the moment, and we do value, our KOLs and our valuable community members as well.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing we are looking would be new and upcoming DeFi protocols and their communities as well that would love to support our RS asset. opportunities for co-marketing would be between different assets would be a huge opportunity for both of us as well. This includes lending and borrowing protocols, decentralized exchanges, yield farms, of course. Some other interesting projects that can also reach out can be like GambleFi or possibly meme tokens that even ISO staking projects like to accept our RS tokens. I think these could all provide value and awareness for our project. And I think, yeah, there'd be a lot of co-marketing opportunities there for both of us. And if you guys are one of these or know one of these, feel free to reach out to us via Twitter or Telegram. And we'd love to connect and open discussions up.
Yeah, no, perfect. We'll make sure that we get links to those. But it sort of seems like the bottom line is just exposure is sort of the main thing, headline banner right now that both you're looking to do within the protocol and what other people can do to help you is just big exposure. You sort of just want to get everywhere and anywhere and make sure everybody knows who you are and what you're doing.
Right, that's correct. Yeah, I think bringing awareness to the project protocol is the major driver for adoption and community support. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Exposure is the big one.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it helps as well that you are offering something that a lot of people are going to be able to benefit from. A lot of people who are maybe sitting on assets that they can't necessarily use unless they were to bridge it, as you mentioned before. And it gives people something, I suppose, to actually gain from this asset that they have sort of just lying around that they're potentially not even doing anything with. So I think a lot of people definitely, as soon as they are aware that this is an option, should be jumping at the chance.
Absolutely, right? If there's like if you have an asset lying around, why not essentially just stake it, right? It's gonna and then in the future we're opening up additional um, opportunities that can be even used with those individual liquid staking tokens too. So if you have an asset lying around, for instance, like Tau, then it would be or Wrap Tau. Then I absolutely think that those individuals should participate in the Rivus ecosystem as well too. So that's what it comes down to, really gaining the real exposure of Rivus. And we do have a lot of valuable KOLs on our side as already. It's always helps to get the word out and help as many people hear about Rivus and what we're trying to accomplish in the AI space here.
Yeah, no, perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Seven and Nero. If there's nothing else that you want to sign off with, anything that you want to push, then by all means. But otherwise, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I think we covered it all. There's nothing on my end. I don't know, Seven, if you want to add anything, but I appreciate you having us on here.
I'm okay. I think that's good for today. But yeah, feel free to reach out to us on Twitter, Rivus DAO, and we will gladly contact or reply to anyone that has any additional questions.
Absolutely. So everybody get in there if you can. But otherwise, thank you so much again for coming on, and everybody have a wonderful day.